Have you ever had someone say to you, "Oh, I just drink wine based on the label"? Well, actually, I'm kind of guilty of that too. Uh, Case in point, this wine that we're about to drink. So this is a wine coming from Southern Oregon, and it is called TNT Tannat. This comes from Day Wines, and they are in the Applegate Valley and making really fun, really exciting wines from the vineyards that they're producing. So as soon as I saw this label, I was pretty floored by it. I just love the graphic design. I love the colors. I love the composition. And I was secretly hoping that the wine itself was actually going to be delicious. And it turned out it was. So when we got into this wine, I found out there's a really great story behind it. And it's made by ex-sommelier, Brienne Day, who is making really fun wines with her project Day Wines. So this is the 2017 Day Tannat from Applegate Valley. Let's taste it really quick. Just looking at it off the bat, I love how light and ruby colored it is. It's not a big inky wine like many Tannats are. If you look at where Tannat is grown, a lot of it's grown in both southwestern France and the region of Madiran, and also in Uruguay and South America. And those both tend to be going for oaky wines that are really intense and inky in character. And there's a lot of wonderful wines made there, but what I love is when someone takes a traditional grape like that and does something totally different with it. So they're using 20% whole cluster in this Tannat, and they're harvesting it a little bit earlier, going for that fresher style. This is a red that, because of its light color and its lack of oak and high alcohol, could actually throw this one in the fridge for a little bit and enjoy it. So we got a ruby colored wine. Let's smell really quick. What I love about the quality of this particular Tannat is that it is not raisiny, overripe fruit. It's almost verging on tart. It's light raspberry, fresh blueberry, these notes of fruit that you expect in lighter wines, not in a Tannat. There's another note here that I love, and sometimes you get this in wines that are grown with mountain vineyards or surrounded by trees. It's that really distinct forest floor and pine needle note. When you look at this vineyard and some of the other vineyards in Oregon, they are surrounded by pine trees and fir trees and sort of the evergreen trees that we have in the Pacific Northwest. Whether those trees are dropping an oil on the grapes themselves near the vineyard or whatever it is, there is a sense of terroir here where you're actually smelling what you might smell when you're in the vineyard. And I love wines that actually achieve that for you. Beyond that really light, refreshing, bright fruit and a little bit of that pine note, I love to, when you get this wine on the palate, that it just leaves you refreshed. It's got elevated acidity. It's got very mild tannins. It doesn't grip your tongue and rip it out. It's actually just soft and juicy and kind of begs you to come in for another sip. So I really hope you can enjoy this wine. Again, try popping it in the fridge for an hour. Pair this with whatever you feel like pairing it with, but I think the sweet spot for this wine is some roast chicken. I've included a recipe on the blog on crunchyredfruit.com. This wine will have its own individual page where you can check out some of those recipes. I hope you enjoy this wine. Pop it open, pop it in the fridge before you open it if you want, and cheers.